Shine babies.
Hi, bosses.
Yes, if you're new, my name is Lillian.
And I'm Shegun.
In today's video, we're going to be talking about things that we did initially that caused friction in our marriage and how we rectified it. We're going to be listing maybe 4 to 5 things, and we're going to share with you guys how we rectified it, how we fixed it, and some of them we're still working on. But before we get into the video, y'all remember that you're a light that can never be dimmed. So shine on, baby, shine on.
My name is Shegun, and this is my beautiful wife, Lillian. And I approve this message.
Yes, period. Okay, let's get started. Okay, babe. Number one thing, what did you feel like we did in our first and second year of marriage that could have broken us, that almost did, that, what was number one thing?
Just argument, like what doesn't even make sense,
Okay, so number one thing was arguing about the unnecessary things, like we were not picking our battles. You want to elaborate on that?
Cooking and not cleaning up, something like that. Then maybe when she comes back, she'll be like, "Oh, why did you leave this place like this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we'll stay eating it and we'll clean it up." He said, "No, you clean after yourself." So some little stuff like that.
I don't think that was little, but if you say so. Do you think that was little?
Of course it's little now, but
Clean after yourself is not little, especially when you know who you're with. Like if you know that your person is a clean person, clean after yourself should not be, that's a big deal for the person.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, so I think that goes into number 2. I felt like when I tell you, so with number one thing, right? We were arguing over unnecessary things, but I don't think that was relating to you saying that they're little things. I think I wanted to elaborate on that. I feel like we will argue over so for you felt like I didn't have to talk about the dishes. I can just wash the dishes. Remember you used to say that.
Yeah.
But why would I wash after you all the time? So if I don't say anything, I'm gonna continue to wash your dishes every time. No. That's what you wanted. No. For me not to complain about it.
No, it's not like that.
But you just agreed.
Yeah, but it was the way you said it. Like me, I don't care. If I'm in the kitchen, I clean up, I do stuff. But
so why didn't you clean up?
I just leave it. Like,
but
okay,
when I'm tired, I don't ever leave it.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the major thing. I felt like we were arguing over little things, and the second thing that we did was that I didn't do this one. Shegun did that. You were minimizing my experiences and my feelings. So he just said that leaving your dishes in the sink and not cleaning after yourself was not a big deal. He makes it like when I explain how important those things are to me, he tells me they're not big deals. And those are big deals to me. So I had to tell you that.
Yeah. But to me, it's not a big deal because I know I'm still gonna wash it. Well, she just wanted to be clean.
It's not even about the cleaning, babe. It's the fact that when I tell you stuff, you don't feel like, since it's not a big deal to you, you feel like it's not a big deal. It shouldn't be a big deal to me. Do you get it?
Yeah, I get it. But like I said, the way you say it, like, why did you leave this thing here again? Like you have to clean it up.
Yeah, it's frustrating. That's why.
Those kind of
so this is the thing. This is the thing.
Argument like.
No, this is the thing about you, babe. See, Shagun does stuff, right? And he knows, this is me. I know what you like, so I try, I'm not perfect. I try to make sure that I do what you like. You know what I like, and you just don't try to make sure that the person is happy with what they like, so that they are, that when the house is dirty, it makes me uncomfortable. Why don't you just clean after yourself? Because I've already cleaned the house. It's not like I'm not cleaning, no. I have already cleaned. Yeah, so he minimizes my experiences. For instance, right? Remember when I used to tell, so can you please let them know when I used to tell you to apologize for when you were wrong, or it's not even because you're not wrong, you were wrong. And you always say, oh, but it's not a big deal to me. When you get mad, it's not a big deal.
Yeah, I mean, I realized that I realize that if I do something to her, right, I don't think it's a big deal to me, but to her, it's really a big deal. So she always want to talk about it. Like I'm like,
Stop. What do you mean? Talk about it.
yeah, you're already talking about it. So even if I want to apologize to you, you'll be like,
because this
let me just apologize to you freely. Don't come and tell me to be,
because you will never.
apologize.
This is you, right? I think it's a man thing. You want to like come and be giving me, oh baby, you want to drink wine? No, apologize for what you did first.
Yeah, let me think about what I do.
But you never think about it. You okay? So you do think about it, but you want to show your actions to say that you're sorry. I want to see the actions, and I want to hear you say that you're sorry.
Right. But I'm not used to saying sorry.
You have to be used to it, though.
Until I get to know that it's really a big deal.
It is.
And in marriage, you have to, even when you're sometimes even when you're right, you still have to apologize, for peace to reign, because ladies like apology,
baby.
And you have to really express it and say why you're sorry. That's one thing about her. Even if I just say that, okay, sorry about it, she will ask me again. Okay, like that, just like that. what are you sorry for? Stuff like that.
Yeah, you have to like
Come
because there's not common like some things like, babe, I feel like I'm a better communicator than you are. I feel like you always want to push things under the rug, like, oh, we already talked about it, move on. But like, what are we talking about exactly, so that it doesn't happen again? When you tell me how you feel about certain things, I try to understand where you're coming from. I don't just say, oh, sorry, and I move on. I'm trying to say, oh, this is what I meant, and when I did it, so we can understand each other better. So that way, the same thing does not happen. But you always want to push everything under the rug and act like trying to like do all these acts of service, and it's fine. I love it, but you also have to address what you did so that it doesn't repeat itself. Right. So number one thing we said was we were fighting over little things. And then number two thing was that you were minimizing my experiences, right? And then number three, I felt like you were being, I felt like, I was going to say that you were being annoying, but you were, I think it was the cultural thing.
Respect was?
Yes, your respect was just too much. I would say certain words, you would just take respect to on another level.
You always think it's respect, but
But you always say that. You always say that, though.
It's not that. I don't care about that, but the way your delivery sometimes, the way you talk to people, like you have to, put like I don't know if I need to.
This is Shago. He wants me to like be bowing down and say, "Oh, how do Yoruba people do it?" Sir. Oh, yo, can I do this, sir?
When have I ever done that to you?
But that's how you take disrespect into another level. Okay, so I have to agree, right? Yeah. Initially, like maybe 1 to 2 years of our marriage, I was just talking to you like you're just my friend, like you're my friend, like, and because we are friends. Right. So I would just say, babe, why are you not doing this thing now? Babe, why did you do this? Like, just like normal, like that's how I would normally talk. Yeah. But with you, you felt like I can understand that I was being disrespectful, right? But yes, thank you, because I admit that. But in all that, when you feel like number 4 points is like we were arguing to win, so just hold that. But when Shagun feels like I was winning in an argument, he will start using respect. Because when you're talking to me, you don't have respect.
I don't say you don't have respect.
Hey, Allah.
I don't say why
Jehovah Jireh.
I just say why are you talking to me like that? I never say you don't have respect.
Maybe you say I don't have respect, and you say there's a way you talk to people, you don't speak to those people, and your voice is so loud and thick.
Really?
Right? So like, yeah, you were big on respect, and I understand that's your culture. Like, so where Shago is from, babe, move back, because this camera might not even be capturing you.
You can see me now.
No, but it's also blurry. So where Shago is from, they're really big on respect and how they talk to people. A lot of it is not really respect. I feel like it's eye service, but whatever.
No, it's not service.
It is, babe. Some Yoruba people say some things, like behind your back, and they be smiling with you, bowing down for you. I feel like you were taking the respect a little bit too much. And then I felt like sometimes it was also an age thing because you were how many years older? No, I am 32. Yeah. How many years? Nigerians don't like saying that age. Babe, you're 37 years old. He's only 5 years older. You're only 38, right? He's only 5.5 years older than me. He's trying to act like this age is like 10 years. Yeah?
What's 5
Because I don't want to give you 6. You're not 6 years old. Shabo acts like he's like 10 years older than me, 20 years older than me. And it's like, and my thing was that, look, right? If you knew that this age thing was a big deal to you, why did you approach me? You knew how old I was. Why are you laughing? Look at the camera. If you knew that this age thing was a big deal to you, my nigga, why did you marry me? You should have left me alone.
Really?
Oh yeah, so number 4, we're really going through this video. Number 4 thing was that we were arguing to win. Like, babe, did you feel like we're arguing to win? I felt like we're arguing to... Oh yeah, so number 4, we're really going through this video. Number 4 thing was that we were arguing to win. Like, babe, did you feel like we're arguing to win? I felt like we're arguing to... When I say, Shegun, this is what you did, you were like, no, this is
okay, I get you now. Then you tell me I always have an excuse for everything.
You do? He did always have, well, not anymore. You used to have an excuse for everything. Oh, babe, you did it. Oh, it's because of this. Oh, it's because of that.
But there isn't.
And I also, like, I didn't want to let it go because I'm like, no, I'm right. He doesn't always want to be wrong. No, this is, Shegun, I swear, like, I'm not even supposed to be swearing to God. Shegun's personality is that he thinks he's Mr. Perfect. He doesn't want people to see him in a negative light. He always, so if I'm calling him out on those things, babe, we talked about this before. Why are you acting like he's new now? Am I wrong? Be honest for once. Am I wrong?
I just say my mind. I say my point.
But babe, nobody is asking if you said your mind. Am I wrong?
That's what you're receiving, but
that's what you are. That's who you are.
That's what
I don't know. Even now, it's still hard for you to admit that you are Mr. Perfect. He feels like he's perfect.
I'm not perfect now.
But the way you act, you feel like you cannot be wrong. So he doesn't like to own his like wrong. You know, yeah, he has to be perfect. So when I'm calling him out on what he's doing, he's trying to argue. And for me, it's like. So you say, I don't let things go. I don't let things go because he doesn't like to admit that he's doing something, right? So that's us. Like then in this case, I would start trying to argue to win an argument. Because I'm like, no, I'm right. Just what you did. No, he's like, no, that's not what happened. I did it. So it's like we never met in the middle. So how did we handle that? How did you fix that?
Yeah, so we just balance this up. We balance this out. Like, if I do something wrong to her, I'll just let her know, apologize right away, so we don't start arguing and looking for who to win, as you said.
Yeah, you admit that you're wrong when you are wrong.
Yeah, I admit, and I apologize.
So he's no longer like. What is it? Yeah. I mean, you still have a little. I mean, I feel like that will never change. If you still sometimes you kind of. Get into that line. But I think that it was to the point that I remember when we were arguing and you had to start praying for God to help you.
That was then.
Yeah. He really prayed because he's like, I guess maybe you didn't know that you were like that.
Yeah, but then after the arguments, then we sat down, we started talking about it, and he said, these are the things that you're doing that, maybe you might not know you're doing it. So for peace to reign, then I try to like.
So you're doing it for peace to reign?
Yeah? No, of course, peace has to reign, right?
But when we say for peace to reign, that means you didn't agree, but you just letting peace to reign.
Yes, at first, right? No, at first.
Okay, I'm listening.
Then when I think about it, I say, oh, it might be true.
It might.
So I started to pray about it that, God should help me if, something is wrong. So.
We prayed together. I mean, Did you
I
pray
prayed
after
first,
that day?
then we prayed together, right?
Hmm?
I prayed first, then you saw me praying, right?
Baby,
Then
no.
we started praying together.
No, you called me and you prayed. You don't remember anything.
Oh, I did? Oh, yeah, I think so. It's been long.
So that was number 4. What else?
That's it. Don't really
Yeah, I think that was, yeah. I mean, those are big deals if you're not, because we were struggling, because it was the law. Those were 4 things that we had to overcome. I feel like even this last one is something that we overcame maybe like a year and a half ago, because you were like Mr. Perfect.
Really?
Yeah. Right? You don't agree?
She says so, baby. Mrs. Perfect.
No, I'm not Mrs. Perfect, babe. I'm a perfectionist, but I'm not Mrs. Perfect. I admit when I'm wrong and I apologize, but you don't.
Sometimes if she
You didn't
apologizes, I'm not even waiting for her to apologize, but she just apologizes. I'm like, oh, really, Joe?
Because
Because I'm not expecting it.
yeah, because you're not a normal person,
Yeah.
but because you're not a normal person.
Stop, don't
No,
say that.
baby, don't stop. Because you're not a normal person, you're laughing. Because a normal person, when I say I'm sorry, he'll be so shocked because he knows on a good day he will never apologize. God is working on you. I mean, you're apologizing now, so give God praise. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys.
Thank you, and remember that you're a light that can never be dimmed. So shine on, babies. Shine on. And we'll see you guys in our next video.
Don't
Bye,
forget
guys.
to follow us.
Yes, be
Like.
sure to subscribe, like, and comment in the description, in the comment box. Yes,
Yeah.
comment box, and then we'll see you in our next video.
Bye, guys.
Bye.